Welcome gamers to episode 4 of this Let's Play series of Shadow Empire. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the series. Hope you've been enjoying it so far. We're sort of in an interesting area where we don't actually have any, there's no way for anyone on this side of the planet to get across the water to get to us, and similarly back over here. So we pretty much are left to our own devices at this point in time. We're ultimately going to end up with a major player in the middle here that we'll need to combat. Let's just start to zoom in a little bit. You can see there the border through here. We're friendly with them at the moment. They are, this is Mabario Pax, 50%, so they are quite friendly. They're Republicans. Now we may be able to even just leave them alone and surround them, and basically they're not going to have anywhere really to go. There is a big mountain range that runs down through the corridor, so they may have one side of it to get out. It goes down the other side as well. Interesting layout there actually to look at that one. We will start to keep on coming back down. We've just taken over Picard, and we're now moving across to try to take over this particular place and through here, which is Morban. And so this is one that we do actually want to go. These are religious fanatics. We've been at war with them for a long time, but really at this point in time, what we're just trying to do is to, well, actually, I can now come back up and start to sort of do more with this one. Now, they can move out to there, which does give them the way out. I didn't realise I could actually do this. I want to sort of get them surrounded as much as possible. So that does it, but I still want to give them one avenue out. We've done this before in the last one as well. Now, this one should start to come back through this other side. That will be okay. We have 52 recon in here. We do need to get up to 42 to just get basic information. We don't really sort of get to see too much of what's actually in there at this point in time. If we just go and have a bit of a look, they're going to be very well dug in, although it's only grassy plains like what we had last time. So we want to do the same sort of deal as what we did last time. Now we do almost have, back in our assets, if we have a quick look at this one, we're going to be finishing off our ammo factory next turn. We're getting good energy coming back in through this other side as well. So we can start to build up a few other little areas. Now I think we might just go and have a look to see what else we can construct in here, particularly in the government buildings. Actually, this is one thing I do need to get fairly urgently, is the bureaucratic offices. So I'm going to go and start to produce this one here. So we'll get that one established, and that will then sort of do us, I think, for now. Now, Picard does have Yuri in charge. We need to start to build in here as well. If we just go into construction, this is going to be a little bit more difficult, but the processes that we actually have, we've got bureaucratic offices in through there, which are fairly simple for us to get. So we might just go and throw those in as well, just so we can get more bureaucratic points. This will be important for everything that we're going to be wanting to do into the future. Still trying to get a lot of ammunition across into these, like to replenish the what we actually had through here. We're starting to get there a little bit, but there's still a lot more to put in before all the ammo is in place for these particular weapons. Now that will actually fix itself up fairly soon. We will actually have the logistics coming back through this other side. I might even have a look. Got a fair bit in through there. If we just go back into the actual assets in here, this transport hub, I want to control this. So I might just nationalize that one now, I think. Or we disband it. So disband a single level of this asset, recuperate some items from this. If private, then you'll lose the population happiness. Now, it is private, but it's actually damaged. It's almost coming good, actually. Yeah, I think I might just nationalize it. Yeah, population did drop a little bit, but at least we're now going to have this under our control. So we'll then be able to at least sort of start to move forward again. Might start to even create some rail lines as well to sort of link these different locations once we get going. Let's just end our turn here. Yeah, they've actually just pushed us out there. Now we killed 800, we did lose 500 in through that other side. We've now discovered side skirts. This is actually a good one for us to sort of go and get as well, but I do want to get the combat armor. Let's just dismiss that one. Come back down. Okay, so this was now, they've now moved everything back across, but they did it by attacking this particular unit. I'm going to go back up just to get our replacement troops. Yeah, we need to get, we've got 200. Let's just get a few more replacements in through there. And so we'll just leave those where they are. Everything else is actually okay. Just cancel that one. Now we are running out of puff in here in terms of the supplies. I'll leave that alone. I think that's okay where that actually is. How are we going in here? So we've got good recon in there. I'm assuming that they're not actually in that location. There they are. Yep, so that's the bikes. Now, what have they got in there? They've got some tanks and some Marauder bikes. If we go and attack it, it's actually not terribly bad. I'll just cancel that for 1 second. I'm going to be wanting to come back in just to stop them from moving around. So I think their readiness is showing that their readiness is very, very low. Let's just leave that one where that is. They've gone this way. Let's just turn that one off. Now, what have they got in there? This asset is a derelict database, which will give a research bonus of 200, which would be fairly good. Eventually, we're going to be wanting to destroy this. Now, these are going to be, there's non-aligned forces in through there. There's quite a big group in that side. Now, we should find that this the truck station is now going to just start to get a few people in here, but not very much. Still building this one as well. This one here, we now actually do have the ability to now bring this one back. So let's just use strategic movement and bring that one back to there. Next, we're going to be wanting to now move and switch this one across so we can start to sort of get the forces back down over this other side. So we'll just go back to the traffic signal by pressing T, click twice, and then block 80% of it down to there, and then open up the southern road. So we'll just leave that one there. Just go back. Start to move these down. These are quite effective. I should just point out, like if this was a snow world, we'd end up having big troubles using these armoured cars. But armoured cars are awesome just because they really are a great way to be able to protect swathes of territory. They move very, very fast. If we have a look at the actual location that we're in, we're actually just in grassy plains. And when we have a look at the wheeled aspect under move type, which is about halfway down the list on the side, you'll see there it's 15 action points to move that one across. Tracked is actually very good as well with only 10 action points, but these do very, very well, these sort of armoured cars. So I'm just going to move that one down just to sort of join up with the others. I'm just going to keep these floating around. I'm just going to check when I see a black like that, like the black dot there, I'm going to just double check the food to make sure the food is actually still sort of working out okay, which it is. I might be able to move this one up as well. I'll just go and do strategic movement and move it into there. And this one here was just going to go and replace that one there as a garrison. One thing you can do if you wanted to just know that it's a garrison, you can just press the 0 key and it will then put a G on it. It doesn't do anything, it just gives you that G designation. So you can sort of just do it that way. It does bypass it if you use the 8 and 9 keys to sort of then start to cycle through different units. It will bypass anything with that G symbol on it. So that's just one thing you can do if you are wanting to just designate that you have to actually have a garrison somewhere. I tend to just do it just so I can see it instantly. That's actually what's happening. Everything else is doing okay, and through this other side, we'll just leave them where they are. That one will get more supply coming back to it. A bit concerned, actually I might just move these around. So we'll just leave them like this, just to get a bit more protection back up into there. All right, that should be everything we need to do. Yep, they're moving more units back out there again. Yep, so we've now got the bureaucratic assets, which is good. We don't need to increase income tax anymore, really. It's okay, we'll leave that one there. Oh, we've got just picked up some other militia. These are going to be long-range militia. Start to bring these down. Now, this one here, we've still got the bikes and the tanks. There's nothing, nowhere else for this one to go. I'm going to move this one down to just help out over this other side. Just get our recon up. We're going to do the same trick that we did in the last one. We've got enough ability now to bring these down through, so that we're still trying to get ammunition. Ammunition is building up fairly well. It shouldn't take too long to get more of it, but we'll just keep it coming in through here. So we're just going to go now. We're picking up the ammunition that we're picking up. We've just started to produce it, which is why we've got a lot of ammunition sitting back in here. Just now, I'm going to allow that to still just come through the network. So I'm just going to go into strategic movement. Now I'm not going to get two of them moved. So I've got 685 out of 1180. So there's an 1180 somewhere along the way. Let's just go to the other one that was there. This one is not quite as bad in terms of the ammunition required. So I'll just move that one down. And then we just need to leave it there for a few turns just to sort of pick up. But that will then start to get a little bit more ammunition coming back in along that other side. Everything else is looking good there. Just leave them where they are for now. I could build a road. Won't do too much. It's nice and easy to build these. Civilian Digistore. So what do we end up having here? This is the one with the 200 research bonuses. Let's just move in there and claim that area. Just grab these zones in through this other side as well. This should be all fine next turn. Bring these down as well. Don't know exactly what this major player will do. They'll go bad at some point, but we want to take this before that all sort of starts to happen. This one in here, let's just keep on moving those off. Yeah, we've got another one in here. This is the one that we had with the 20 irregular. This one's almost ready with all its ammo, so let's just go and position this one down here as well. So pressing S, strategic moves, and move that one down. Just press the M key again and just get the normal movement again. And so we really just now need to get this one down as well at some other point. So let's just leave it where it is for now. And then it will then get the rest of its ammunition next turn, and then we'll be able to then move that one down as well. Now this one here, we've got 100% there. This one is showing 40%. I think we'll just go for it and just see what we can do with these armoured cars. I don't think we're going to be able to do much, but we'll just see how we go.
Let's go.
Oh, we lost one, two.
Get out.
The tanks are just a bit too strong for us. So we didn't do any actual damage to it. And yeah, it's 38, so we really can't do much there. We're just going to need to go back. That was a bit of a waste. Replacement troops. Yeah, attacking tanks with buggies is not ideal. Just get those established. And we'll just leave everything else where it is for now. Alright, 2 decisions to be made. Popular society demands that you hire the candidate. Yep, we'll do that one. They're usually pretty bad, but we'll sort of, sometimes you can be lucky. And Supreme Command Council task priority. So I'm just going to keep these 50-50 between getting political points and just general stratagems. So we'll just go no changes. Alright, that's good. And we'll end our turn again. Let's now, this one should be now full. Yeah, this has now received most of its ammunition. So we'll now just move this one off. We'll just go strategic movement again and just move it down to the front line. And then just go back and press M again. Just keep these coming down. Now we should be fine in terms of what we have down this other side. Just block those off. And we'll just gobble up the rest of that territory there. Just start to create a bit of a front line across there for when things do go bad. Okay, so recon in here is 161, which is reasonable. Okay, they've now claimed that particular territory, that's fine as well. Just bring this one across, that will then get the recon up, be a 196. So we're getting close now to being able to do what we have to do in here as well. This is only a very small location, but it's not too bad. Actually, what's the population of these? Only 35,000, so very, very small. But getting 2 of them would be a good start for us. That would certainly bolster our... I think we've got a reasonable size inside Jupiter. Yeah, 133,000 through there, so we're a lot bigger in Jupiter. Now we've got org decisions. We've got the Interior Council task priorities. I'm going to change this one back a little bit. We no longer need the taxation. So let's just move this one back to say 20% or even 15%. Move this one down to say 15 as well for tariffs. 35 will be fine for that one. Confirm. There we go. Parker wants to erect a statue. Yeah, no problem. All right. National budget allocations. I'm just going to keep them where they are for now. Actually, we probably should start to look at getting another council in. Maybe the Model Design Council. I might go and call the secretary and ask for a new organisation at this point in time. That will then give us an organisation decision, and I'm going to bring in the Model Design Council right now. So we'll do that one. Not that we've got anyone good to take that particular role. So we've got military is now going to be 32, 2016 is okay. I probably don't need as much in the Model Design Council, to be honest. Let's just lock that one in. And lock that one in and just give our military research just a little bit more of a boost. Just a touch.
Order received.
There we go. All right, so superiority party demands they hire their candidate, so we'll do that one as well. And we have a new demand that the democracy profile reaches at least 64. Again, this is one of these things, I really don't like them in the game, but they come along, so I'm just going to accept the demand at this point in time. There's different ways we can tackle that. I always forget to do it, so I never really worry about them because I just don't like them. Everything else is going to be okay here, so we'll just leave everything where that is. Everything else, everything's looking pretty good there. Right, we'll end our turn. Start our turn. Okay, so we've now got fanaticism. Okay, well, I think it might be time to now sort of start the process here. So we've got 201, which is only half where we really want it to be. For what we can see though in there, we can sort of see that we've got the actual readiness is down a little bit. Let's go in with the armoured cars yet again and just sort of see how we do it. They're all just fanatics back in here. So if we have a look at the fanatics again, very low attack values against like hard attack. It's a 16 is the hard defence. They don't do. This is the where's it? Yeah, they defend at 16. They do have 90 hit points, and this is, I guess, the main aspect about them. So we'll just go and we just go in with this armoured car to start with, just to get the recon levels up. Again, poor odds, but we'll just go for it.
Bring in the tanks.
Yeah, we lost another one. Again, it's not too bad. We got up to 800 recon in through this other side. And that's all we wanted to do there. Just click on OK. And we can now go in with the artillery. So we'll just press A and then just bring in all the artillery for this particular attack. So some of these aren't quite ready yet, but they're good enough. So let's just go for it. We'll do the ranged attack. It's going to be full on.
Open fire.
And again, we want to reduce their readiness as much as we possibly can. Yeah, it's working a little bit. We killed one, killed two. So we didn't kill that many. We didn't actually even upset them that much. If we just look at the text, yeah, it's hardly actually impacted their readiness. We did do some damage to their farming dome, the transport hub, and the light industry that was actually there. Now, if we have a quick look at our howitzers, hang on, I'll just exit that one there. We still have a fair bit of ammunition, which we have to be a little bit careful of it. We could try to dislodge them. We could actually attack and just sort of see how we go. And I might actually send the armoured cars in again with all of these different troops. So let's just go in and just go back to M for movement. And we'll just go and add in all of the green to start with. So 1.3 to 1 is not fantastic. We'll then just start to add these armoured cars in as well, just to see if they can get some damage to just push them through. We're not changing the odds much, but we are getting a little bit of concentric bonuses, but it's really diminishing with what they can do. So let's just go for it and see how we go. This is probably not a good idea. Come on. Yes, I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. We managed to push them out. We didn't lose that many. We did lose 8 subunits. So we'll click on page 2. Yeah, we lost a couple more armoured cars in that particular run as well. But that was pretty close, actually, in the end. If we go to detail, it went to 7 rounds, which is actually quite a lot. So there's certainly a lot of things that actually happened in through there. If we have a look at the recons, these... when were they going? Yeah, one of them ended up being killed there, but these made breakthroughs fairly early on. That's what the exclamation mark actually is, which then sort of turned the table in through there. I'm guessing that a lot of these actually also then turned the table. A lot of these retreated early on, but a fair few actually broke their way through, which is good. So that's good. We will now just press OK. And so we've now taken this location as well. Just go back to our replacement troops. I just need to go back to my territory back in here. And we need a few more grunts. We're doing well with such crappy designs. These are terrible designs that we actually have in through here, but that was good. So we actually managed to sort of break our way through. The buggies... just get 3 of those for now. I don't want any more than what I've got because I will be redesigning this one as soon as I possibly can. Okay, that'll do. Everything else is done. Cancel. 4 decisions. So we've now got the organisation decisions. So who's going to take over the model design? We've got Lucinda Kirkland. She only cap 1, unfortunately, but high technician skills. I think even though she's not going to learn much, she does actually have the good skills that we need for the Model Design Council. So she's probably going to be one of the best ones that we actually have available to us. If we have a look at our strat cards, just to see if there's any other option, really. We've got juniors. Mercs aren't going to really do it. Military's not going to really do it. I don't think we've got anyone else that can really sort of perform this particular one. So let's just go and leave that one there. So we will actually just go back through it. I will appoint her even though she's only cap 1.
Affirmative.
Now eventually we can probably get rid of her and do other things. And so again, this is one of these ones where we want to go like low levels of discovery and high levels of actual construction. So I'll confirm that one.
Affirmative.
And we can now set a new target for her. I don't want to do this just yet. We could end up fixing up our recon buggies. That could be a good move. Just on this planet, they work very, very well on this planet. So we might actually look at that. but we won't do it just yet. What we'll do is we'll go back in. We've got the zone decisions back in through here, minor worker strike and Picard. I'm just going to give in to their demands. It's not going to cost me a hell of a lot. So we'll just do that. But now what we actually end up having is the decisions in here. Let's just go no new orders for that one at the moment. But let's go back and get the advanced machine guns. Or, no, I will actually go and do that one because I might as well at least get these started. So we're just going to go back across to our reports. In fact, we go across to organisations and then go down to military research. We're not putting anything into actual research, but we have got some things that would be useful to research. So I'm just going to go and call Pandora and give her research to do. Now, we haven't given her any research to do yet. And so we've got side skirts. We've got the high-speed machine gun. I'm going to grab the high-speed machine gun and get that one built straight away, and then we can put that onto the armoured cars. So we'll leave that one alone. Okay, everything else is looking good there. Now, we are still seeing this is unknown major player down there by the looks of things. Oh, maybe I don't know. It could be the same one extending around the corner. We'll soon find out because we're going to now get all of the territory that they actually had before. So we'll end our turn in here. Start the turn. Gained Warlust. Okay, we've now got Morban. There's the high-speed machine gun. We got that one already. We discovered a new tech as well for the radiation filters, which we don't need. So this is one of these techs we just don't actually need at all. Now that I've got a model design council, I think I'll do other things with that one. We've got gladiators now as well. This is good. Import tariff increments increase as well. I might play that card. Let's just do that one now. So that any tariffs that do come in, we'll just get a little bit extra kickback. Oh, hang on, that's income tax. Is that under majors? Nope. Minus? Nope. Not sure where that one actually sits. We can get gladiators and play this one into Jupiter. So we'll I'll do that one just to get more entertainment.
Copy that.
Because really that's the big city that we actually have. We've got militia projects as well. So I'll play that into Jupiter as well. Oh, critical failure. That didn't work. Try another one.
Copy that.
Actually, I think I may have clicked on the wrong thing there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I may have had something else selected, but I don't know what it was. Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know what that was that we actually had. Maybe leaders, units? No, nothing up there. It should be under nation. Yeah, I'm not seeing it there anymore. I thought we had tariffs in through this other side. I'm not sure where that actually does show up. Anyway, we'll leave that alone for now. Now you can see there we're trying to get the ammo back down to sort of fill these things up. It's going to take a little bit of time for that to actually happen. We've now gone out across to here. This is all Mabario packs down this other side. I don't need to go anywhere else here because now I think it's now time for us to start to prepare for the attack on the main player. So we'll just sort of start to get that one ready. We did get attacked in through here from this particular group. We'll just keep on sort of moving our way up with these. But ultimately, this will be now, we're going to be needing to go deeper into this particular location here in the long term. Just go to our decisions. So Military Research Council objective. So we can now go with the, I might as well get the side skirts while I'm here.
Order received.
Petition in Morban. So there's been some displeasure amongst the population. A number of prominent... Now, before we do this one, let's actually appoint a governor, just so we've actually got somebody that can actually help out. Now, we don't have anyone suitable at this point in time, so we'll just go back to our strat cards. We'll have a quick look at... We've got military, we've got merc, we've got juniors, 2 juniors. Now, the trouble we actually have with all of this is that really we don't have anyone that's really good enough. So let's see how we go with scrap mode. So scrap mode allows us to get rid of cards that we just don't need, or that we don't need a lot of, and we can get points and then we can spend those. So if we just go across and go to scrap mode, the next one that we get is going to be 15 scrap points for us to then craft one, and we will hopefully get a good addition to what we actually have. So we've got rebellions only one. Let's see what else we have. Often these are fairly good. These all for the front. Just go that way. They're not really worth it. Let's just go back up to the mages, see what else they have up through this side. We're not going to give gifts. We're not going to ask for help. I'll leave that one through there. Miners, we're just going to keep on destroying them, I think. We may offer protection. Just keep a couple of those around. There's our 15. Let's craft one and just see how we go. The next one's going to cost a bit more. So this one is an altruistic ranger, and this is a tier 4, so a capability 4 character. So a great altruist ranger has been convinced to join us. So let's see what we end up with getting with this one here. It's going to cost me 24 political points to get that one. The next one is now going to, if we go back into scrap mode again, is going to cost me 16. So, but that was good. So if we go back into nation, now we just go through the actual cards, and there's the altruistic ranger back in through there. So we're not going to go scrap mode, of course. We're just going to go and click on it and play it, execute the stratagem. And so thanks for the scrapping of previous projects and focusing parts of those efforts on recruitment, a travelling unaligned leader has been convinced to join us. We pushed Ivy Carbonman into our service. You can find this leader in the reserve pool. Let's see what she is, what she does. So some of these can be very, very good. So she's on page 2. So Ivy Carbonman. So she's cap 4, back and through here. Now she has got high trade, high intelligence, 34 years old. Again, another bald lady that we actually have. I don't want to just. She's too good to put into the other one. She's just too good. I might get the Economic Council in and actually put her into that. So let's reserve her for that one. I think she'll be good in that particular role. Back over here. This one here has got good overall skills. There's a cap 3. Let's just see if we get one more. Just go back to the we won't do the scrap cards anymore. We'll just go to the just recruit a junior and see how we go.
Affirmative.
And we'll look at the managerial screen yet again. Mac Roberts, only a cap 1, unfortunately. So very low intelligence. Not really worth anything, so that's a bit of a shame. All right, so I think that in terms of, I don't think I'll worry about too much who we actually put in charge of that particular village, because the village itself is not going to be all that big. So when we have a look at the village itself, so Morban has 62,000. It's actually not small. Yeah, okay. Look, I'll just when we actually look at the decisions, who can we place in there? Yeah, so Ivy is the best one. Look, let's just appoint her, I guess. We'll just pop her in there. So she will end up being a good governor, essentially. We won't upgrade again. We'll just wait until they're ready. And petition in Morban, so there's some displeasure. So let them petition you. So we'll actually just go this way. Everyone's sort of happy enough for that to actually happen.
Order acknowledged.
The unrest has gone up a little bit in that particular location. So there we go. We've now got that one established. We do need to get some other forces to sort of look after this particular location. Let's have a quick look and see the replacement troops. Yeah, we've got enough there. Got enough there. That's all okay. Okay, so that will do us. We will end our turn here. Actually, now that we've got the high-speed machine gun, I think I'll actually just go ahead now and get the Model Design Council to start to design these. Oh, we actually got the democracy points that we needed. I forgot all about that one. We did discover the APC, so we will get asked what to do next. We found some Hellraisers, which is good. These are old Galactic Republic stuff. So we'll just dismiss the one with soldier morale. Actually, I might... Actually, our treasury is now going bad. Let's go and trade. We're not going to have any... We're not going to be able to sell water, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, water is currently such a low price that traders have no interest. So everyone has got water on the planet. Food, we can sell for 0.3. We've got a fair bit of that one. So let's just go and sell a fair range of that, I guess. So we'll just sell that one off. And rare earths we can sell as well. Like we've got a lot of them. So let's just sell everything we can in through there. That will do. Cancel that one, and we'll just now go and talk with our secretary again. As long as we can just bring this one up and call. And we're just going to talk about salaries. Go back to the map. And so the salaries, what we want to just do is make sure that the secretary gets at least some money and the soldiers get a little bit as well. So I'll just give them 2. That'll just help make them a little bit happier. So everyone's become a little bit more happy with their roles now that we're starting to pay them. So what we can do now is we have the high-speed machine gun. Now we can't use them on the actual machine guns. If we have a look, I won't build upon this one, but if we build upon this one here, actually we do have the high-speed machine gun. But I want to get the combat armor before I actually do that. What I want to do is I want to go back to the, now my recon buggies. Let's have a quick look at the recon buggies that we actually have. So if we go across to the management screen under models, I know what these all are because I've been pretty disappointed. Go to design. We did this actually early on in the first one to see what was worth what. This is slightly above average, just slightly. But it also now has a fair bit of field testing because of the action that it's been in. So it's worth pursuing this one and just keeping this one going. Everything else that we have is subpar. It's under 100. Typically, like not typically, but our machine gunners and grunts are really, really bad. We need to get these redesigned, but we need to do that once we get better equipment. And we'll be doing that one fairly soon. Let's just get the Cooper Plus, though, re-established. Now, there's 2 ways we can do it. We can just go in and build it, or we can really finesse it. And I think that this is actually where it's a good opportunity for us to look at the blueprints that have been added into the game. These are fantastic. So if we just go across, we've got no blueprints available. If I go and click on something, for example, like the Recon Buggy, I can then go to New Blueprint with that one selected. It will then open up the design in through here. So for our buggy, we want to have, there's certain things we want to have. We do want to have good movement if we can get it. We also want to make sure it's got good survivability. So we don't want to have 5mm steel plating. We want to have 25mm, which then does add to the weight. The overall weight will then go up. So it's gone from 105 to 185. We want the high-speed machine gun, which won't add to the weight, but will give it a lot more firepower. And then we want to see, okay, there's no movement modifiers with the light diesel engine, which has got like a 1.9 oil per hex. If we go to the medium diesel engine, it's 2.3. We get a little bit of a bonus. And if we go to the heavy diesel engine, it's 2.8 for a little bit more. I think we'll just stick with the light. That way we don't use very much of the actual oil at all. So that's actually going to be a fairly good one. With that one done, the Recon Buggy design number 1, we can look at the design log as well to see all the different components that are actually in the design. There's a lot involved, but that's all of the stuff that we've now sort of got in there. The structural design we know is going to be 102. The base design is going to be 86 plus the where is it? Wherever the field testing actually is. So there should be field testing along in here somewhere. Anyway, we'll just go back to choices again. So with that then designed, and this is, you can do this with like the aircraft in particular. This is awesome for doing aircraft, but we'll end up doing this with a lot, except for the really, really basic things. But anything to do with any sort of engines and trying to get the weights right, we'll definitely come back and do it this way. So with that one done, we're just going to go back across to the map, and now we can go back and talk with our Model Design Council and tell them to build on top of the actual existing recon buggy. So we're going to go and build upon the Cooper Plus, but we're going to go and build this new design that we just had created. So rather than go through and construct it like, you know, piecemeal here, we're just going to go and select it. Now, the reason I went with 25mm steel plating is that small arm fire can get through anything lower than 20mm or 25mm. So 25 protects it pretty well from most small arm fire. We'd be so much better protected with 25. So let's just go and build upon that one. So we'll just go and select that one, and that's now going to be building a different sort of vehicle. Orders for the governor in through here. Just get our workers' salary up to about 6. Allow emergency food because we've done damage to the food source. We'll confirm those orders. And resettlement proposal. So an envoy from Mabario Pax proposes we accept a small group of 1,500 rather special refugees. They're outcasts, and they'll enrich us. Now, she doesn't want that. I think we'll refuse. I want the relations to start to decrease now. So we'll start to sort of erode the relationship we actually have with them. I haven't done anything official with diplomacy with them at all. This is what we found actually through here. This particular Hellraiser is this is an ancient galactic republic equipment taken into service. This is a missile launcher. Its main armament is an atomic 1 megaton fusion missile. It's been issued a 25mm polymer plating, which is actually very, very good armour. With a nuclear engine, it has powerful engine. Due to its lack of correct munitions, this GR equipment can only be used in a single attack before being rendered inoperable. So we have one attack there if we do need to use it, but it's going to then create like a radioactive zone if we actually end up doing that one. So I probably won't use it. I'm just going to go and move that one up. So it's not really what we want as such. We'll move this one across now as well, move that one back down. We're just going to get ready now for the action that's going to sort of start to take place at some point. I'll go and place this group inside here, and I'm just, with that one selected again, I'm just going to go and press the 0 key just to make that another garrison. So we'll designate that as the garrison for that particular group. Now, ultimately, we're going to need to push the armoured cars into different locations, like when we get going. So let's just move them into positions like up in through here somewhere. Keep these where they are. Move that one back across. That one's okay. Got more militia. Just move them down. Okay, so we've got massive areas of savanna, so big open grasslands with scrub on it, then leading down to a small mountain range down through this other side, which won't really stop us much. A few ruins down through here. I'm guessing that their city is in here somewhere. This is an old part of the map called Mabario. If you ever see the word, whatever name it is, ruins, you can go to the reports and then have a quick look in the help file under Apocalypse and see if that features. So there's Rassilus. There we go, Mabario. So a powerful raider clan decided to set an example and killed all their enemies in Mabario. And then the survivors in Mabario decided to give up the fight against the odds and committed mass suicide. And so this was sort of like left open. And so the Mabario Pax ends up being whatever survivors were left there ended up forming the republic that is the Mabario Pax and through this other side Republican group. So that's actually where they actually are. They are friendly with us, but we're going to slowly sort of turn the tables. We've got a bit of work to do now just to build everything back up again. So we're just going to start to move these across. I don't want to go too far away from the roads at this point in time, because we're going to be needing to change over all of our different forces. I'm just going to keep these guys floating around. I'm going to keep that one floating around as well. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, as far as building is concerned, let's have a quick look inside Morban at the assets. Again, we want to get the transport hub nationalised. So we've now got that one across. The dome farm is actually coming good, which is good. The light industry is also going to start to sort of kick in as well. what we can do is get even more. If we just go back into construction, we're doing pretty well in here now. So just go to construction and go and get the, actually energy is still only just moving along. I think we might build some of those because we can certainly do that. We'll go to government buildings and get another bureaucratic office in through here.
Order acknowledged.
And what I'll do is I'm just going to go, ultimately I want to have energy at each of my different towns, but I could just go back up into here as well and go to the solar panels and actually improve them and make them into, version 2 essentially back into this other side, which I think I'll actually just go and do anyway. So if we just go across into energy and the solar panels, it's going to be 3 rounds. I've only got 2 of these. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. It's going to generate a lot more energy. So let's just start that upgrade. And so that will then become a version 2 ultimately. We need to go to our workshops and maybe just produce a few machines. Let's just go and grab those. And things are looking good for us actually, which is nice having these different little towns now that we're going to start to be able to produce goods. We're going to need to keep track of the towns to see when they're ready to come across. When they're happy, actually this one's, the happiness is actually pretty good. So they're actually coming good right now. So what we're going to do is, at the moment they're an unincorporated zone, which means they don't pay any taxes. And they're not really going to be moved across into our empire, but we want them as part of our empire. So we're just going to call the governor and give him zone orders. We're going to change this one. We no longer need the emergency food, so we're going to disallow emergency food, but we're going to make them into a regular zone, so they'll start to pay tax. Confirm those orders. So when they're over about 50%, you can it's fairly safe to then start to do that one. It just changes the scope of what they are, and eventually they'll then conform into your culture. But at the moment they're barbaric, and they may actually have like a completely different sort of culture with what they do as well. Regular zone is okay. Village. These are Epheronii. This is the actual culture that they are, whereas we in our culture are Black Hawk is the actual culture name that we have. Now they won't definitely, they'll stay as these, but they will become assimilated slowly over time. The aggression is very high. These are religious fanatics, so we'll have to start to change them. This group in through here are Viduse or Vidue. Again, very high aggression, whereas when we look at ours are just mixed with no actual aggression as such. So anyway, guys, we've sort of run out of time with this particular episode, so I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.